Staying hopeful can be really difficult when you're struggling to conceive. When you've come across challenges and heartbreak, it can be really hard to connect with those feelings of excitement and hope as the journey becomes way longer than you expected it to be. In today's practice, we're going to set the intention to open our hearts, our bodies, and our minds to hope. And I know that can feel scary. So thank you for being brave and thank you for practicing with me. If you enjoy this fertility practice, I'd like to invite you to my online yoga circle where you'll find lots of other fertility specific classes for the different stages of the cycle. Bring yourself to a comfortable seat. This can be up on a block or a bolster or a blanket if that feels better for your hips. Cross-legged, legs out in front, whatever feels most comfortable and supportive for you. We're just going to start by connecting with the breath. So I want you to bring the hands to heart. And as you inhale, we're going to open the arms out into cactus arms and focus on gently opening through the chest. And then exhale, you're going to bring the elbows together and let the upper back round. You could even close the body in. Inhale as you open. And exhale as you close. So when you're struggling to open your heart, struggling to be hopeful, sometimes we can do the body movement before we're able to feel it. So that's what we're trying to cultivate here in opening the heart, opening through the chest space, even before our mind and our heart follows. We start in the physical realm, the realm that we can control the most, and allow the emotional, spiritual realms to follow. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Slight change here. As we inhale, we open. And as we exhale, we're going to twist gently to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Open the heart. And just allow that rounding to happen and release. Exhale, elbows together. One more round here. Inhale as we open. Exhale as we twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Open that heart. Exhale, twist to the right, sorry. Inhale to center. Open the heart. Exhale, allow that body to round as you bring the elbows in. And then just release the hands to the thighs. Let's take a few seated cat-cows, just really gently opening heart. Exhale, round, just kind of like a little release for what we've just done. You might even like to roll the shoulders back and down. Good, and then just gently shrug those shoulders. Starting to let go of some of that metaphorical weight that we feel held in this place in our body. All right, coming on up and over into our tabletop. So hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. I just want you to take a little gentle rock from side to side. So I think sometimes in our yoga classes we focus on stillness and we forget how soothing and supportive rocking can be. So let there be no rhyme or reason for the movement. Just start to move in a way that feels intuitive to you, feels good to you. And then I want you to walk the hands forward. We're coming down into our puppy pose. So bring the forehead down onto the mat. So how far forward you go or how straight the hips and knees are is up to you and how much opening you want through the back. So if you want less, sit back towards the heels. If you want more, bring the hips underneath the knees.
Rest the forehead on the mat so you can feel supported, and then allow the shoulders to completely soften and let go. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, let your body sink into the supports beneath you. Forehead, arms, knees. Remind yourself that you're safe here in this practice. Good. Creep your way back up. We're going to step the left knee forward and come into a low lunge. So just take a little movement here to start. If you've been doing any sort of other physical movement or maybe sitting in a chair all day, your hips might feel a little bit stiff and sore. So just allow a gentle awakening as we move here. So let's now bring our weight up onto that front thigh and just gently lean forward. So you might again come back to that rocking back and forwards, or you might perhaps enjoy stillness, and that's okay, whatever works best for your body. And then we're going to add that same movement from before. So inhale, gently opening through the heart. So a little bit more opening created in the body here as well, because we've got that little bit of a baby back bend going on as well. Inhale, open the heart. And then exhale, bring the weight into that back knee as you straighten up the front leg. Elbows come together as you round the back, almost a bowing in here. Inhale as you open, heart open. And then exhale, a bowing in. I want you to think this is a bowing in, a reverence for your own body, a reverence for self. Inhale as you open. Take your time, there's no hurry. And exhale, bow in. Honor everything your body has done and continues to do for you each and every day. Inhale to open. And exhale, bow in. Release the hands down to the mat here. Stay folded over that front leg. Maybe pick the toes up, draw them towards the head, getting a beautiful hamstring stretch here. And then shift the weight forwards. Plant the hands so that you can step that front leg back. Come back to that little rock from side to side. Reset through the hips. And then step that opposite foot forward. Come back to our rocking and rolling here, easing ourselves into the hips. Noticing any sticky spots, maybe staying with them, and just gently breathing. Good. And then when you're ready to, we bring our weight up into that front leg, gently leaning forward, maybe rocking in back if that feels better. Let's add the arms now as we inhale, open the heart. It's like a way of saying we open ourselves up to all experiences, good and bad. Exhale, elbows in, bow down in reverence for self. Inhale as you open. Exhale, bow down. Inhale as you open. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale. Release the hands, step that front foot back. Come back to your little rock and roll. From here, we're going to stay in our tabletop, get stable, so press into those hands, press into the shins and the feet, and then lift the left leg up as if you're trying to push that left foot towards the ceiling. Breathing here. So if you'd like to, you can stay here. If you want to add on, we're going to take the right hand around and the foot and the hand is hopefully going to find each other. It's okay if you can't. If you can though, press the foot into the hand so we get a little bit of heart opening, a little bit of back bending. Keep the gaze steady and forwards. Keep breathing. Gently release, hand and knee down, come back to your rock and roll, reset. Good, opposite side, right foot rises up as if you're trying to press the foot into the ceiling. And remember, this is where you might stay. This is perfectly fine. If you're happy here, if this is enough. If you want to add on, the foot can come around, the hand can come around rather to the foot. Press the foot into the hand. Breathe it here. Keep the gaze steady and focused. Notice perhaps the internal challenge that comes up as we challenge the external, the physical body. And then gently release it down, come back to rock and roll. Good, take the knees nice and wide, sit back towards the heels. Surrender the forehead down to the mat in your most comfortable version of child's pose, however that looks for you. Sink in, breathe deep. Remind yourself that you are safe. On your next breath, come on up. We're going to get ourselves settled now into a position for our meditation. This is an important part of our practice. We're going to go through a visualization here, visualizing moments of excitement and hope to create those feelings in the body that maybe we've been lacking if we're struggling to feel hopeful and to keep going. So I want you to get as comfortable as you can be. This might be opening yourself over a bolster. This might be laying flat on the floor on your back or on your front, whatever feels more restorative and nurturing to you. This might be sitting on a couch or against a couch. I'm just going to sit as I talk you through this meditation, but go on and get yourself as comfortable as you can now. So today we're practicing a version of metta meditation or loving kindness. So let yourself first sink into this space of relaxation. Set the intention to let all thoughts and worries go and connect with the breath. Follow your inhale and follow your exhale. Let this rhythmic rocking of your breath be your guide for the next few minutes. I want you to repeat to yourself, may I be safe. And I want you to call to mind a moment in your life, whether recent or a long time ago, when you felt safe. Perhaps it was when you were wrapped in the arms of a lover or a mother or a friend. Perhaps it was cozy in your bed on a winter's evening. Perhaps it was laughing and feeling held by a group of friends who made you feel seen. Call to mind a moment when you felt so safe. Safe to be you, safe in body and mind and spirit, accepted, safe. Allow that feeling of safety to permeate through your entire body, enjoying what safe feels like.
And then I want you to call to mind that feeling, that emotion of safe, as you repeat to yourself, may I be safe. Repeat to yourself now, may I be happy. And I want you to call to mind a moment, whether recently or a long time ago, when you felt so happy. Perhaps it was when your partner agreed that yes, you would start trying to conceive, and all of that excitement, that happiness, that knowing that this is something you wanted so much rushed in, that feeling of elation. Maybe your last moment of feeling truly happy was when you achieved something that you'd been working towards for a long time. Maybe this was in your career or your personal life, or an interest that you pursue outside of work. Call to mind that feeling of being happy and content, elated and excited. Call to mind that feeling of happiness. Allow that feeling to move in your body. Experience that feeling once more. And then allow that feeling to spread throughout your entire body as you repeat with me, may I be happy. Repeat now to yourself, may I be hopeful. And I want you to call to mind a moment, whether recently or a long time ago, when you felt hopeful. Hopeful for a future that you've dreamed of. Hopeful for the outcome that you want. Hopeful for all the exciting things that your life has in store for you that you haven't even been able to imagine yet. Call to mind that feeling of being hopeful, that excitement, that openness, that awareness that you're not sure how it will look, but that you can feel hopeful anyway. Open yourself up to that feeling of hope in every part of your body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Let hope spread throughout your entire body, breathing it in as we repeat to ourselves, may I be hopeful. Let's set these intentions now, allowing these feelings to move through our body as needed. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be hopeful. Bring your hands to heart as if you're holding those emotions in there. Knowing that you can call on these feelings at any time through using visualization, remembering a time when you felt this way. But even when you might not feel it here in this moment, you can call those feelings in. Set the intention that you want to feel this way. Imagine those feelings in the mind's eye and let them permeate throughout your entire body. As we bring the hands to heart now, I'd like to wish you this at the end of our practice together. May you be safe. May you be happy. And may you be hopeful. Namaste.